So now we will proceed for today's session. Okay, so today is the third day of FDP, Faculty Development Program, on the technological advancement in higher education system. And today our topic is in education. So we are very fortunate to have with us Dr. Bhanu Sharma, and she is esteemed assistant professor with Chitkara University at and research in the Curin at Punjab campus. And so armed with the PhD in electronics and communication, Dr. Bhanu has impressive 23 years of the career spanning research, product development, teaching and training. Her primary focus lies on realms of augmented reality for K-12 education, demonstrating expertise in curriculum designing and development, problem-based learning, project-based learning, collaborative learning, designing and development, uh, problem-based range of research interest. ABC delves into augmented reality, virtual reality, K-12 education, brain-computer interface, human-computer interaction, computer vision, the IoT, embedded system, virtual instrumentation, and artificial intelligence. Her scholarly contributions extended over 38 publications in reputed journals and conferences, complemented by an impressive portfolio of 62 national patents and 1 international patents that is granted. Beyond her academic achievements, Dr. Bhanu has facilitated over 30 national and international workshops on cutting-edge topics such as augmented reality, virtual reality, embedded systems, and Internet of Things. Recognizing her dedication and collaborative spirit, she received the most committed, most collaborative, and most entrepreneur accolade in the Excellence Awards at Chitkara University Punjab campus. She received 50 plus grants fundings from the various government organizations at different private agencies. Overall, Dr. Bhanu emerges a multidimensional academician, contributing significantly to the intersections of the technology and education. So I welcome Dr. Bhanu Sharma to share her knowledge and expertise over game designing in education. So welcome, ma'am, and over to you, ma'am. Thank you. And before we proceed, so everyone, please switch on your camera for attendance. We have a snapshot before proceeding for the session. Yeah. Okay. So please turn on your camera for attendance, today's attendance. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Now I request Dr. Bhanu, so kindly share and enlighten the session.
Good morning, one and all present here. Am I audible? Yes, ma'am, you
Am
are
I
audible.
okay? Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am, your screen is visible. Can you put it on a full mode screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I already put it in full mode. So, good morning, all of you. So today our topic of presentation is game
Uh,
design in education.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
Sorry
sir.
to interrupt you, but you have to share the full mode screen, ma'am. You are sharing the
I
presentation also.
already I already shared full mode, na. Actually, full mode may just wait. Again, just wait. Window. Now it is in full mode. My screen is moving. Sorry, presentation is moving.
No, ma'am.
Just wait, sir. Actually, here on my side it is moving. Just wait. I will unshare and just wait. So now it is moving. Please check.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Just I'm putting on presentation mode.
Yes, ma'am.
Now it
It's
is
good.
okay, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So this is the outline of today's presentation. We will cover these topics: game design in education, then importance of game-based learning in education, then what is the teacher's interest in incorporating games into teaching? They are interested or not interested? Then what is game-based learning? And what is the difference between gamification and game-based learning? How we can align games with learning objectives? So these are the content of outline of our today's presentation. Now, first of all, I will just give you overview about our lab. I'm working in immersive and interactive technology lab. I'll just show you the lab. The lab has 20 plus researchers and developers. This is basically augmented reality based lab, immersive and interactive technology lab in Chitkara University, Punjab. We filed more than 100 plus patents, and seven patents are granted. One international patent is granted. We delivered 36 plus projects, and in progress, 15 to 20 projects are going on. Our lab has two startups which deals in sensors and augmented reality based projects. We published 137, you can say 130 plus papers in international and national conferences and journals. This immersive and interactive technology lab established in 2016 in Chitkara University, Punjab. Basically, this lab has developer, designers, modelers, and researchers. So our I just go through the just I will take your 2 or 3 minutes about our lab. So focused areas we are working in defense, education, healthcare, tourism. So these are some projects we already made. PR based shooting range, MR based shooting range. Then these are in progress. In education field, we already developed projects for elementary school, then primary school, then middle school, and seniors up to K-12 education, right? So we in education we already developed projects in mathematics, then physics, chemistry, history. So maximum we covered all the projects. In healthcare, these are some our already developed projects. Dhwani VR, Brain Runner, Manuel, and now we are currently working in how these immersive technologies affect on mental health of the person, right? And how we can use these technologies for the treatment of depression, uh, disease like schizophrenia, fibromyalgia, etc. In tourism, these are our Ghoom AR project. This is basically based on the Jaipur trip, right? So these are overview of those projects, how the outcome of that projects, how the patent and what number of patents and publications we get from those projects. These are education based. So we are on working on the government funded projects also. So we developed projects for skill enhancement for village people. So we made a my electrician, plumber. These all are on AR or VR based things. Why I'm showing these, because the back end of these are game designing. These all are based on the education, defense, right? For a training purpose, for skill enhancement. So just we that's why I'm giving the brief overview of these projects. So teaching and learning, as we made already, my electrician, plumber, save the earth, and my carpenter. So with the help of these apps, the particular person knows the basics of electricity, plumbing connections, then carpentries, tools and joints regarding the uh, carpentry, right? So this is our startup glimpse. So this is kindergarten. This book is kindergarten Learn No Little for kindergarten kids to help them to learn the basics of English language skills like alphabet, word building, etc. So this project is made for the village students in a Punjabi language to understand the our galaxy. This is a galaxy too. So it increases the curiosity towards the science learning. So this is Goa. This is a AR based. I told you in previous slide. So this is used for the tourism purpose. So this is AR based travel companion application. This application highlights authentical cultural experiences. Here you can see here Birla Mandir, Hawa Mahal, Jantar Mantar. All these are visible in on this particular map. So this aspires to bring forth the tangible and intangible culture and rich heritage in a single marker. Okay, so I just show one video of this lab. Should I show, sir? Video, sir. Pradipta, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Just one video, small video. I just want to show because we are talking about the game design in education. So, uh,
Yes, ma'am. You can show.
just wait, sir. Just wait. I'm
Mhm.
the sound. No. Sir, video is visible.
No, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
No, ma'am. Video is
Okay.
not visible.
Okay. Just wait. I don't know. Sometimes, no. Now it is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, thank you, sir. times it. गिलास लाओ, हाँ थोड़ा सा ना गिलास. So you can see here, this is educational game we made for primary students. So this is mathematics based game, and this is here music composer. So this application is made for musicians, and this is also for students for prevention from COVID. This is for understanding the electronics. This is for engineering students as well as the +2 students. This is embedded based application. How the Arduino works, and the coding is also displayed on the right side of this marker. Yes, this is our Tech 8 project, in which I will show you this again. This is to understand the environmental study of the particular area, and this project is also we are including for understanding these seasons to for autistic children, because autistic children are more focused on the visualization and they have a repetitive behavior. So we are making a AR Jadu book for autistic children. Now we have more researchers and more patents in our bank. So again, presentation is visible.
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Visible, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you. So now, what is game design and what is the purpose of game design? First of all, game design basically involves the intentional use of game elements, principle, and mechanics to enhance the learning experience of the students. So these educational games are designed to achieve a specific goal, specific objectives for engaging students and make the learning process more interactive and enjoyable. So you can see with the help of these games, you already saw in a video, the students' curiosity increases and their interest towards the particular subject also increases. So these are importance of game-based learning in education. Game-based learning increases the enhanced students engagement, increased motivation, then improved learning outcomes, so the student can easily understand the particular concept of the subject. So it gives improved learning outcomes, active learning environment, because we are adding collaborative learning, right? Teacher student relationship with the help of online game based learning, so catering to diverse learning style. We are using VR, virtual reality, then augmented reality, mixed reality. So these all things, simulations, these all things come under game based learning, preparation for the real world, because we are living in a tech world. It changes it changes in every second. So there is requirement of game based learning, technological relevance, then foster critical thinking, positive classroom dynamics. So the students are already tech childs, so they know the technology very well. They are playing more uh, games on daily basis. So why we are not include our games in a particular subject? Now, game-based learning basically refers to now this is the importance of game-based learning. So, what is game-based learning? Because we have a gamification word also, then game-based learning also. So, this is a instructional approach that includes the content, then research about the particular subject. So, the importance of this is inherent engagement and motivational qualities of games to facilitate the learning process, to increase the learning process, to fostering the new pedagogical techniques. So it involves the integration of educational content into game. This is the important point of game-based learning, because it involves the integration of educational content into the game, transforming the learning experience into an interactive and immersive activity. So with the we are including in educational content into game, so we are preparing the curriculum for that. We are making the different activities according to the student. Which type of students we are targeting? We are targeting primary students, kindergarten students, K8 students, K12 students. So according to this, we are preparing the educational content for the game. So these are the key component characteristics of game-based learning: interactive, engagement, goals and objectives, feedback mechanism. There is requirement of feedback mechanism. This game is clears the concepts of the subject like physics, chemistry or not. This is intuitive, is not. User interface is friendly or not. Challenge and progression, storytelling and narrative. This is very important aspect of game-based learning: storytelling and narrative. Then collaboration and competition, adaptability. These teachers adapt this technology or not, because some teachers are not comfortable with game based learning. So now I will show you some examples of game based learning. You can see here Minecraft Edu, Kahoot, then Folded, Dragon Box Number. So these all are game based apps, game based learning apps, right? Then now benefits. What are the benefits of game based learning if we are including these type of pedagogy in our system, for students perspective, and for the teachers, from the teachers perspectives? From educators point of view, it enhances the classroom dynamics. We are changing the content according to our requirement, right? Then the teacher orchestrate all the activities very easily. Effective content delivery. With the help of visualization, he or she can express the uh, fundamentals of the particular thing. Then diverse learning opportunity. There are vast diverse learning of opportunities in game based learning. Real time feedback. If the student faces any problem in the understanding the concept of motor, right? What is the inside the motor transformer is a primary winding, secondary winding here. Then if we are making that type of game, then student can easily send the feedback to the teacher. This is I'm not understand what is primary winding, what is secondary winding, what is flux, what is armature control. So real time feedback is we also include in game based learning. Adaptive teaching methods. So then students point of view, naturally increased motivation, enhanced learning outcomes, right? Then skill development, like if we are using for uh, to teaching the carpentry basics to the student, right? So for a you can say vocational training. Okay, vocational was doing vocational courses, so that particular trainee understand the about the tools and carpentry basics with the help of these games, right? Then personalized learning experience, it increases these experiences very well. Application of knowledge, so knowledge can increase with the help of uh, these type of game based learning, because in personalized learning adaptive features in games accommodate varying level of proficiency, ensuring that each student progresses at their own pace, right? So these are benefits of game based learning. Now next is game based principle. What are the game based principle? In this we can add real time examples also, right? So students can learn with the real time examples very easily. So if we are teaching physics, so we can add real time activities related to particular topic in our game, so students can easily understand that. So now this is clear what are the benefits of game based learning. So now this is very important to know about game design principle. What are game design principles? Just wait, actually my side na there is blurred.
Ma'am,
Actually my voice is again just wait. So these are the essential principles of game designing. Clear learning objectives. So you can say you have defined explicit learning objectives that align the educational content being delivered through the game. So there is need of clarity of objective guides when you are in designing process. Then engaging gameplay. Design gameplay that is inherently interesting and captures the attention of the players. Attention of the players means students or any person which are playing the game. So engaging gameplay ensures active participation and sustained interest. If your game is not eye catchy, not engaging, so everybody get bored in a 5 minutes, right? So feedback mechanism. So implement effective feedback system to inform the players about their progress and provide guidance when they are stuck at any point. So feedback basically reinforces learning and encouraging the continuous improvement. So these all the game design part. Now balance challenge. Strive for a balance between challenge and a skill level. So game should be challenging enough to maintain interest, but not so difficult that lead to a frustration. In this, there is user interface is friendly. There is requirement of user interface. So the students or the persons could not get bored after playing sometime. Balance challenge means strive for a balance between challenge and skill level. If you are introducing number of challenge in your game, number of hurdles in your game, so in one game you introduce 100 hurdles, so everybody got bored after 50 hurdles. So balance challenge is very important aspects when you are designing any game. Then relevance to the curriculum. So if you are designing this game for a students of a K-12 education or engineering education, so make curriculum according to your requirements. So games content aligns with curriculum standards and learning objects. So the game should serve as a complementary tool for educational goal. This is a complementary tool. Then interactivity and immersion. So, as its name implies, so foster interactivity and immersing by creating a game environment that allows players to actively explore, manipulate, and engage with the content. So, content should be interactive and immersive for the player, for the student. Adaptability. Design games that can adapt to of different learner profiles. Basically, we have a diverse level of students, diversified students. So this includes accommodating diverse learning styles, right? Paces, levels of proficiency. If we are making these game for special children, then our game designing perspective is different. If we are making for K-12, K-8 student, that is then different. For engineering students, that is also different. Then incorporation of storytelling. So integrate story elements to contextualize educational content. So a compelling narrative can enhance understanding and retention of the information with the help of the story. So you make a story if you want to tell about the Ohm's law. So you make a story to clear the concepts of resistor, capacitor, inductor, meter, ammeter. So you make a story, Ohm's law like a story. So the person enter in a room, he search for a meter, then some again UI or you can say screen pop up. So incorporation of a storytelling is very important. Now emphasis on alignment with learning objective when we are talking about the game design principle. So what is educational relevance? So the game design should directly support and reinforce the educational objectives outlined in the curriculum, right? So this is educational relevance. Then assessment integration is also needed. So you can build mechanisms within the game to assess whether learning objectives are met or not. This may include, you can include quizzes, right? Challenges and other evaluating components. Then again, skill development consistency with curriculum standards. So this ensures the game actively contribute the development of skills like carpenter, plumber, right? We already discussed about the if we are learn to basics of the carpentry and plumbing. So these games are very beneficial for those purposes. So skill development is very important aspect when we are talking about the understanding through the game based learning. Now this is another aspect. Basically these are different consistency with curriculum standards. So maintain consistency with already established curriculum, right? Already established curriculum standards to ensure that the game aligns with broader educational goals and requirement or not, right? So first is educational relevance, then assessment integration with game design principles, right? Then skill development, then consistency with curriculum standard. So these are the some important points when we are thinking about the designing of game for educational purpose. Alignment with learning objectives, because teacher is teaching and student is learning, right? But our outcome is that how much student is learning. Our main focused on students. So, second, this is a line with learning objectives. Then, what strategies we will follow for integrating games into a curriculum, right? Actually, basically, we are thinking about the game-based learning, game design for educational purpose, right? So, first of all, we know the game principles. Then game principles in which we are talking about the curriculum, then engagement, curiosity, then balance, challenges, right? So everything is finalized. Now what strategies we can follow for integrating games in a curriculum? Now we have focused on a curriculum, right?
Ma'am,
In this we are talking about the broad area for a game designing. Now we come to the point, if we are making the curriculum
ma'am,
for a subject like a digital electronics, right? So first of all, we can identify the learning objectives. What are our learning objectives? So we can clearly define the
ma'am,
learning objective, right? So this is focused and purposeful integration. Then we can align the map game content with the curriculum. Align the content and theme of game with specific topics. If we are, you can say if we are making digital electronics game, and in a game we are including AND gate IC, and in place of AND gate ICs we are adding some other pictures. So mapping of game content to the curriculum is very important. This connection basically enhance the relevance of the game to our educational goals. Then integrated games as supplementary material. Integrated games as a supplementary material. If we are targeting the digital electronic subject, so supplementary material. Students are doing the digital electronics lab, right? So we can give some, uh, we will give a digital electronics based game to learn the practicals or experiments or basics of the digital electronics to the students as a supplementary material. So these use games as a supplementary resources to reinforce the complement traditional teaching methods, because we are not removing or we are not replacing the traditional teaching methods. We are giving the assistive technologies to the traditional teaching and learning method. These all are game based learnings, are assistive teaching and learning technologies. These integration can enhance understanding the retention, because this affects the cognitive load of the students. If their cognition increase, the cognitive load of the students will decrease, right? Then provide contextualization customized to address specific training needs, adapt to varying the skill levels, diverse and challenging contests, preparing them for a variety of real world scenario. So these all things we can add in our game, right? We can add rivers, we can add, you can see trees to learn the mathematics. We are adding some mangoes. You just pick these mangoes, and then after that add addition, add this mangoes, multiply, division. So adapt to vary skill levels in case of our vocational courses. Then create game-based lesson plans. 12 lesson plans that incorporate game-based activities. Design activities that directly contribute achieving the learning objectives. So when we are creating game-based lessons, so there is one important thing we will keep in mind. What is that thing? When we are creating game based lesson plans for a children, you just think about a children. Okay, we are targeting seventh class, seventh or eighth class. Create game based lesson plan. So what important game principle we will kept in our mind? You just message in chat box, because we are creating game based lesson plan, right? We are introducing game based activities for understanding electricity. Then use games for assessment. So design assessment with the game environment to evaluate students understanding and application of the concept. So if we are choosing the subject or topic electricity, how we can assess this topic, what are the applications of understanding of these electricities, right? What is the applications of induction motor, what is the applications of DC motor, what is inside the DC motor, what is armature control, what is field control, right? So we can add quizzes, we can add questionnaire in this concept, right? Use games for assessment. So we can add quizzes, questionnaire, then other things also. You just message me with the help of games, what type of assessments we can add in game-based learning. Now, this is very important if we are making games, so ensure alignment with educational goals. So this is very important. If we are making game for a K-12 education, for a physics, and we made a game for we made a game for 8th standard, right? So, and what is the, because our educational goals are same, but content is different, right? So these are our important terms when we are talking about the ensuring alignment with the educational goals. First is continuous monitoring. So regularly assesses the alignment of game activities with learning objectives. So make adjustment as needed to address changing curriculum requirement. If we made game for a 8th class, for a physics subject, right? For a physics subject, then topic is changed, curriculum is changed, so there is option of updation of some levels in our game. So there is requirement of continuous monitoring of game based learning. Feedback mechanism. So implement feedback mechanism within the game to inform students of their progress in relation to the learning object. So we can add here real time feedback to the parents and teachers also, parents also. So this feedback basically enhances the educational value of the game. So we can add real time feedback to the parents as well as teachers when the student is doing, or you can say doing some activity on game based learning. We are not saying playing game. So he or she is doing activity on game with the help of games. Then professional development, sorry, reflect on learning outcomes. So is when they are using game based learning on class, so is there is a positive feedback or positive outcome or negative outcome. So reflect on the game based learning on students, basically overall learning outcomes of their subject or their class, right? So evaluate whether the integration is contributing positively to the educational goals or the negatively. So you can assess with the help of quizzes again, with the help of presentations, right? Then professional development for educators. So this is very important when we are providing ongoing professional development for educators on aligning game with learning objectives. So this is for teachers basically. This sport causes effective implementation. So there is requirement of updating the game designing concepts, game based learning, their techniques to the educators also, because when we are making a game, so there is equal contribution of educator, researcher, developer, modeler, designer. So when they are making a team and they develop a very good educational game. Then collaborate with the colleagues. So this is for sharing insight and strategies for aligning game with learning objectives. So basically, collective expertise enhances the overall effectiveness of game-based learning, which I already told. So these all are the ensuring alignment and educations with the uh, game-based learning. Basically, aligning games now with learning objectives requires a thoughtful and a strategic approach. So by integrating games into a curriculum in a purposeful manner, continuously assessing their impact. So this is very important because when we are continuously assessing their impact on the educators, so educators can create a seamless connection between the game-based activity and educational goals. So this is very important. So I will just check the question, but I asked, and we are uh, okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, sir.
am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, you are audible.
मैम क्वेश्चंस जो है लास्ट में हम लेंगे जो
अच्छा
पार्टिसिपेंट
सर,
वो
ठीक
चार्ट
है
बॉक्स
ठीक है,
में
वो जस्ट मैंने सर एक ना क्वेश्चन पूछा था, वो लास्ट स्लाइड से था, तो मैंने ऐसे ही चैट बॉक्स में कहा था कि थोड़ा सा वो ये वाला क्वेश्चन। ठीक है सर, कोई इशू नहीं सर, कोई इशू नहीं सर. So this is a now we are talking about game-based learning. This is game design principle. Now this is very booming term. You can say gamification is also same. Game-based learning is also same. So what is gamification? Is this same or different? Because already sometimes we say ki we are using gamification in education. Gamification is very good for education. Then there again term is game based learning. So these are two different terms, right? So what is the difference between this? So basically gamification is an application in which game elements and principles in non-game context to engage and motivate the individual, or you can say students, right? But in game based learning we are creating contents and we are targeting students or educators, so there is main focus on the content, educational content, right? And we aligning the content with the objectives. So it integrates learning objectives directly to the gameplay experience with the learning experience. So in this gamification, these are main key components: points and badges. So in gamification, we are assigning points or badges to signify achievement and progress. You see, we are making game like a Minecraft, right? So there are some points and badges. So if you completed 10 step, or you are collecting 10 coins, after that you can get a 1 point or one badge. After 20 you got a silver badge, after 50 you got a golden badge, right? Then leaderboards. So leaderboards are display the ranking to create a sense of competition and achievement. There is some leaderboard is appearing when you are playing the game. So it shows the rank: first, second, third. Previously you played this game, your rank is second, now your rank is first. Then rewards and recognition. Offering rewards and recognition means they are just giving virtual rewards and recognition for getting the goals. Then narrative telling, you can see here. So storytelling elements to provide context and enhance the enhance the interest of the students in a particular topic. So these all about the gamification. Now we are talking about the game based learning. Basically these are, I can say ki these are an actual educational game, because these involve the use of actual games with the educational content. So in this we are targeting, first of all, what are our educational objectives. So we can clearly define learning goals that are integrated to the game designing. Then second is interactive gameplay. So interactive gameplay means ki if there is a physics based game or a digital electronic based game, so this is interactive or not interactive. So active participation of the students is very important. They are taking interest to play this game or not, right? Then feedback and assessment, incorporation of feedback mechanism and assessment within the game or not. Curricular alignment. So these all things we cover in game based learning. These are the important points about gamification. There is difference between gamification and game based learning, right? In game based learning, our target is to linking the learning objectives or educational goals with the game. Immersive learning experience. So creating an immersive environment where learning is an integral part of the gameplay. So gamification is basically about playing game element to enhance an existing system, while game-based learning is about using game as a central part of the learning experience. This is very important difference. Now, till now, we covered what is game-based learning, what are the benefits, then principle, then we align the learning objectives with game. We study the strategies, how we can integrate game into the curriculum, right? Then difference. Now, this is important parameter when you are designing any game, any educational game. Inclusive design, because there are different level of different type of students in your classroom, right? Some slow learners, some fast learners, some special children. So there is need of inclusive design for game based learning. First is catering to different learning styles. Yes, my bad. Yes. So catering to different learning style. Why there is requirement of? You can see this is why. Because learner have diverse preferences and strength in how they process information. Some students have high cognitive, they are facing with high cognitive load. Some are facing low cognitive load. So catering to different learning styles in our classroom. Then how we can solve this problem? Design games that incorporate visual, auditory, and kinesthetic elements to accommodate various learning styles. Then accessibility of for all. So in this, why there is need of this? So ensuring that educational games are accessible to students with disabilities promotes an inclusive learning environment. So we have a, you can say, we are not saying disabilities, we are saying special kind of children, special, they have special abilities, right? So we can incorporate features such as adjustable text size, color contrast, and auditory cues to support learners with different needs. If we are saying that they have a problem in they are problem in hearing, so they can visualize the content easily. So we will focus on the visualization part, right? If they have if they have a probleming to see the content, so we more focused on the hearing side, sound side. So this is important parameter when we are talking about the inclusive design, accessibility for all, representation and diversity. Why there is need of this? Students benefit from seeing themselves represented in our educational content and fostering a sense of inclusion. So how we can solve this? Ensure diverse characters, backgrounds, experiences are represented in game to reflect the diversity of the student population. If we are making like a, for example, in this contest, I want to say something. We can take Indian ethos and values. We can add in game. We can add Indian ethos and values in game-based learning also, right? Different type of languages, different type of dresses, for creating interest in a game, right? Then flexible learning paths. So why there is need of flexible learning path? So recognizing the students progress at different paces requires a flexible approach to a learning. So you can design games with adaptive features that allow learners to progress at their own speed and revisit the content as needed. For example, if you made a game, right? It has a 10 levels. After 5 level, there is four questions, right? So the students, the fast learner covers all the levels, and the slow learner has some problems to solve these challenges. So he can revisit, go to the back and add the supplementary material which is provided in a game. Then we easy steps, right? First of all, we assess that students, if he is facing some problem, then we unlock that particular part and the solution of the next steps, right? So flexible learning path for the learners or students. So these are strategies for creating inclusive educational game experiences in our game. These are strategies we will follow when we are making game for a educational purpose. So just 1 minute, sir. I will take food. Just 1 minute. Screen is visible, sir. Aditya, sir, screen is visible. So these are the strategies for creating inclusive educational game expertise, right? First is user testing with diverse group. So how we can do this? We can conduct user testing with students from various backgrounds and abilities to gather feedback. These are strategies we are following when we are designing a game for a inclusive environment, right? So conduct user testing with students from different various backgrounds like a government schools and private schools and different abilities to gather feedback about our game. Then identifies the potential barriers and ensure that the game is accessible and engaging for all learners. This is the outcome. When you are these are the strategies when you are creating a game for a inclusive classroom or inclusive strength, right? Then second is a customizable settings. So you can provide customizable setting within the game. So allows user to adjust preferences based on their learners. So we are adding levels here, like easy, medium, less difficult, difficult. and more difficult, right? So, what is the outcome of this? It empowers learner to personalize their expertise and making it more comfortable and accessible. So these are the strategies. We follow these strategies, and this is the outcome of these strategies. User testing with diverse group. Second, a third one is inclusive storyline and characters. So integrate diverse storylines and characters that reflect the experiences of a broad range of students. If you are making game for an just wait. So my voice is audible, na, Pradipta sir?
Yes, ma'am. Do you need one break?
Just for a water.
No issue, ma'am.
Just for a
We
water.
can take a no issue.
Yes. Sir, bas screen is visible, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
ठीक है sir, ठीक.
Okay.
Actually, this is a very vast topic, so I just want to conclude in a 2 hours. So I try to cover all the things. Okay.
No
Then,
issue, ma'am.
yes, sir.
No, ma'am. I said you can continue as much you think is suitable for the audience. There is no
Yes,
issue.
yes, yes, yes. Just 2, 3 slides because the case studies and challenges are very important. So I just go for that.
Yes.
Basically, I'm
Yes.
talking about the no, importance of game-based learning and what strategies we will follow when the teacher, any teacher, may think about the making the game, right? Then third is this is right. So if you are making games for a primary students, right, or kindergarten students, you can add characters according to the student liking. You can add a beam, right, cartoon character. Then any matlab, encouraging, inspiring character, right? So create some more inclusive Shaktiman, right? Spider-Man. So it creates a more inclusive and relatable learning experience for all players. Then clear instruction and tutorial is very important. If there is no instruction and tutorials in your game, so there is a lack of there you can say chance of boring of in this particular game. So it provides customizable setting within the game. So it allows you to adjust preferences based on their needs. So it empowers learners to personalize their experience, making it more comfortable and accessible in this also. So I'm not talking in detail with these technologies. I just say talked about the importance of technology when you are designing the game for educational purpose. Basically, immersive technologies are very much used for creating, displaying, and interacting with app in educational setting. So these technologies have transformed the digital experiences by bringing together virtual with the user side, sound, and even touch. So these are augmented reality, virtual reality, gamified simulations, and adaptive learning platforms. So we will talk about AR, VR, and MR in tomorrow's session. So I'm just telling about these immersive technologies are you can say creates or creates innovations, generate innovations in educational settings. Or these pedagogical techniques are very, very important when you are teaching the complex subject where there is need of the uh, clearing the concepts of a particular thing. So, so these are the all about the game-based learning, gamification. Now, what challenges we are facing when we are designing game for a educational purpose? So there are lack of alignment with, because we are just making the game. Yes, where is my pen? So when we are making game for educational purpose, so there is lack of alignment with the learning objective. We just make a game for mathematic purpose, there is no alignment with our learning objective. So this is very, very important challenge, ensuring that game content directly supports and enforce the educational goal. So solution: conduct a thorough analysis, right, to align game elements with specific learning objective, ensuring a cohesive integration. This is the part, this part is done by the educator or researcher or a teacher, right? So he or she can easily tell what is the requirement, what concepts, what quizzes we can add in this game, right? Then limited accessibility to technology. Some students may not have access to required technology for game based learning, they have no devices, right? So provide alternative access points such as in school computer labs or devices to ensure equitable access for all students, like in augmented reality based application. So there is need of a some device with the help of which we can show the we can visualize the 3D object. So there is need of Android phone, tablet. So there is a sometimes there is lack of devices, right? Students have no Android phone in a very, very you can say कि, in government schools also. Now still there are, according to NEP, there are smart labs in government schools, but in schools, right? In home they have lack of mobile phone. Then balancing entertainment and education challenge, striking a balance between creating an engaging game and maintaining focus on our educational content. If we are talking about digital electronics and we are adding the content of electricity, or you can say control system, so there is unbalance. So first of all, we target the students, then the subject, then the topic. So these all part is done by the teacher, educator, and making of game is depend upon the modeler, designing and developer, right? Then solution involves educators, instructional designers and game developers in collaborative design process to ensure both elements are integrated effectively. Basically this is a team work. Game based learning is a teamwork. In this, educator is very important because he is the link, he or she is the link between the educational goals and the games, the educational objectives and the games. And games are designed by developers, but developer is only make the game. He or she will do the coding, right? Then there is need of designers. Designer, what type of game you are designing? Digital electronics. So how the user interface, how you use what type of user interface you are using, is it interactive or not interactive, scientific or funny, right? So there is a need of storyboarding, because we are telling digital electronics in the form of story, right? So there is need of storyboarder also. Then involves the educators, instructional designers and game developers. So with the help of this, we can make a game based learning very attractive. So this is balancing entertainment and education. Basically educators gives the content, right, and balancing entertainment, how you can clear the concept to the student. So data privacy is very important. Safeguarding student data and privacy within the digital gaming environment. If you are playing the real time game, you are entering your details, student name, class, everything, because everything goes to the cloud. If you are you so implement robust data protection measures, compile with the privacy regulations. So this is very important. Resource constraints, limited budget or resources for developing high quality educational games, because we are if we are making 3D games, so there is a requirement of high end desktop system, right? High end modeling softwares, game engines. So this is very very big challenge. Solution: explore open source development tools, collaborate with educational technology initiatives. If the school is thinking about to making the game, teachers are thinking to make a game, AR, VR, MR, whatever, or a simple simulation, then they can collaborate with some educational institute or lab, right, which are already developing these games for educational purpose. Teacher training support: teachers may lack of training and support in effectively integrating games into the curriculum. But now, according to NEP, there is a provision to add uh, these technologies in our curriculum, become very easy. So provide comprehensive professional development programs, teacher training programs, workshops, ongoing support to empower educators with the skills needed to successful implementation. Then designing games that are inclusive and accessible to diverse learner, because we are making for special children also. So this is a very big challenge. Everything is challenge, but there is solution also. That's why I mentioned solution here. So incorporate universal design principles, conduct a user testing with diverse groups, and implement features like adjustment settings to the enhance inclusivity. This is my last slide. So we are making educational games, which we those games are used by the students, right? Special kind of children. So there are some ethical considerations are also when you are designing game for education purpose. Ethical concern already we covered: safeguarding student data, then representation and diversity, engagement and addiction, because this is major concern from parents point of view. So balancing student engagement and without promoting addictive behavior or excessive screen time. So we can add here some important features in our game ki after 5 minutes our screen is off. So student can take a break, and we can put a question ki you just answer the question, then screen will appear again. So there are solutions also if there is problems. So design game with clear objective and time limits, encourage breaks, and provide resources to help students manage their screen time responsibly. So these are also inclusivity and accessibility, commercialization and marketing, then research ethics. So conducting research on the impact of educational games while ensuring the well-being and consent of the participants, obtain informed consent, prioritize participant safety and well-being, and adhere to ethical research. In VR technology, there is requirement of this, because if we are using headset, then there is requirement of this, because sometimes we are wearing headset, so we felt nausea. So in which the person is include and wearing something to experience the technology, so there is requirement of ethical consent. So these are some case studies you can see here: Minecraft, Kahoot, Dragon Box. This is Minecraft video. This is very popular among the children, right? But if they will learn or play this for a particular time, or you can say some time, then this is useful. So impact on student learning increased in many STEM projects, collaborative building projects foster teamwork, then spatial reasoning and creativity. Then Kahoot, this is game-based learning basically for share quizzes, create and share quizzes. So improved retention through gamified quizzes, participation and notification, real-time feedback goes to the students and parents also. Then Dragon Box. This is basically mathematically based game in which all the mathematically concepts included, right? So you can see these are the outcome of this. It increased the solving skills, logical thinking. Then if the students are not like the mathematical game, so it increased the confidence in mathematical abilities. Then this is folded for citizen science. This is basically puzzle game. This is a puzzle game. So protein finding principle includes in this game. This is a real-time scientific. This is for understanding the biological subjects, application of theoretical knowledge to practical challenges. Then this is also very important, adapted for classroom use with a focus on environmental science. Like I show you in our video, na, there is some save the earth. We made a app for a save the earth in which we are talking about the environment, how these industries affect on the environment, right? So basically discussed about gamification and game based learning with the students, right? So we developed some applications for those children, for these children we make a galaxy tour. You can see this is solar system. We are teaching the traditional method, then
Excuse me, ma'am.
we made a simulation for
Hello.
that system. Then ocular.
Ma'am,
Yes sir.
your video is not. Your video is not. Screen is not sharing. ma'am.
सर स्क्रीन इज नॉट शेयरिंग, मैंने तो शेयर
No, ma'am.
सर मैंने पूछा था सर से, ही से शेयर दैट.
No, no, no. It's no, ma'am. It's not turn off. Please switch it on, ma'am.
सर एक मिनट चेक करो कहाँ से शेयर नहीं है, एक मिनट रुको, कहाँ से शेयर नहीं है सर?
Yes.
यहाँ से,
Or
यहाँ से,
yes, ma'am.
यहाँ से तो
Next,
हो गया था,
next,
एपिकल हो
next,
गया,
next, next, next,
यहाँ से
next, next. Yes, ma'am. From here.
अब है, ठीक है
Okay.
ठीक है ठीक है. Glimpse of surrounding schools of Rajpura district and our Chitkara University, Punjab. So, for government school children, for increasing their interest in science-based learning. So these are some. We first of all, I told you, na, there is need of educators also. So we first of all we show all the applications to the teachers. Then they asked us, or you can say suggested us some improvement in our game. Then we made improvement and changes in our game, and then again show to the students. These are some applications. I just show you. You can see this is Galaxy Tour. This is made in a Punjabi language, and this is for kindergarten. You can see. So this we made this for made a simulation also, and for a virtual experience also. Right. Now this is also some, you can see here. This is a AR based application to understanding the concept of buzzer. This is a grade for this application is for a grade 1 students, but we show the this is 8th class student. We make this syllabus for a Chitkara International School. We made curriculum also with the help of our teachers and students also. And in this, students can visualize that. You can see here 3D. I will show you again. The sound is coming when these girls are scanning this sheet. The buzzer beep is coming out from the screen. You can see. You can see this. So you can see this. Now this is these are markers when the student or he or she will put these markers on this sheet. So this is also a very good example of game-based learning with the technological advancement in game designing. You can say this. So these visuals are come. Sound is also coming. So first of all, students will do this practical on this sheet. After that, he or she will do the practical on a hardware. I'll just show you one video also. Just wait. Just wait. Voice is coming. Okay. So voice is coming.
No, ma'am.
Kapil say voice is coming.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
The
Video is
not.
video is okay. Video is visible now.
No. Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Now you can say this is game game for understanding the electronics and electrical components to the student for class first students. You can say. Now after this, the student will do practical on the hardware sheet. Now he will put all the components according to the markers. You can see here. So this is basically experiential game-based learning. Now you can see this. So this is all from my side. So if you have any queries, please. Now we will discuss now questions related to this law. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Your presentation is very good.
Thank you,
And
Kapil
I
sir.
think the visualization of the concept is very beneficial for the students because understanding something in the real world and
Yes,
in
sir.
a theoretical, it's a very different way. And if
Yes,
we
sir.
provide proper practical through technology, they can learn very much fast and very much in the future. So your presentation is very good and the work you have shown is also very good, ma'am. There are some questions that are asked by the persons, participants. First one is, does this need a proper hard coding or any programming language, or it can be easily learned through any like models or easy tools?
Sir, if you are making if you are a teacher, right? So there is no need of understanding of codings because this is a teamwork. right? I already told you. Okay, teacher will give the content, right? What type of content is required to the teacher, and what type of game he or she will want for a students, right? If he is targeted for K8 students, right, like a physics subject, so he will study and he will give the content to the student, developer. Then developer design the total app. So there is no need of understanding the coding for teachers, because this is a teamwork. If you are from a engineering background, right, a computer science engineering background, if you are very interested in coding, then you will go for that, right? But if you want I already told you in presentation, in game based learning there is requirement of very good visualization effects, right? Very good visualization effects, so students can take interest in that game, right? So this is the teamwork with the help of researchers, developers, designers. So if you are a teacher from a school, and you can say K-12 university, or any educational institute, so there is no need of understanding the coding, because there is a combined effect, right? You just concentrate on the content and the requirement, and the is that content is curriculum is linked with the educational goal. That is very important. If we are talking about the NEP, if you are you have a curriculum for a 7th class, right? So you can make a story for that particular topic. Yeah, I just want to tell the physics concept to the student, so I can include 10 activities, right? If I want to clear the concept of electronics and electrical, then how I can teach the students to these practicals, or to these concept to the students. In what way I will tell them the resistance in series and parallel. This is all dependent on us.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, whatever you talked about the learning through game design, it is only for the school children, or we can also design some systems for higher education also?
Sir, I just show you na. I already showed you the video, because we already developed these applications for engineering students also, because in electronics this is a very difficult subject, control system, right? So, and if I'm talking about the digital electronics, so this computer science students are digital electronics. So this is basically, you can say, semi hardware and software subject, right? So this is also very useful for that CSE based students also, because what is inside the IC, right? What is the working of transistor? What is the working of inductor? What is induction motor? Right. And higher education, if we are talking about the physics, mathematics, right, chemistry, so this is very useful for every stream, right? In a NEP, you can say ki in a 6th to 10th class, there is adult tinkering lab, right? So in which they include sensors, transistors, many more, many circuits, right? So we can make game for that purpose also. So this is very
That means
useful. You can say ki,
that means the developer must have that depth knowledge. Suppose we are developing in chemistry, so that means if I am developing a game for learning for chemistry, so I must have sound knowledge in chemistry also. Then only I can understand the
no,
requirement and
sir.
I
No, no,
can.
no,
No?
no, no. I just interrupt you. If you are a developer and I'm a chemistry teacher, right?
Okay.
So I will give you the content. There is two aspects. One is educator, and then one is developer,
Okay, got it,
right?
got it, got
Okay,
it.
I will give content, what type
Ah,
of game I want, right? Then he will design game. Then again, I will check that game. Then I will show the students on in my peer group. Then again, he or she will change.
got it, madam, got it.
This is
There is
all
one.
from my side. Thank you, sir. If you have any queries, please.
Yeah, ma'am, there is another question also. In the field of research, what are the key areas in which researchers can go ahead in this particular design kind of concept?
So in many areas, you can say medical training, defense training, vocational training. There is in vocational training for skill development, right? I showed you, no, carpentry basis, plumbing basis, right? And agriculture. In every field, you can utilize this game-based learning. Game-based learning. For trainees in defense, you can say ki, like Agniveers. In a particular time, you can told everything about that thing. In K-12 education, in every education, medical, agriculture, defense, aeronautical, right? In every field, for training purpose, for clearing conceptual knowledge, uh, in every field you can use game-based learning.
Okay.
These are the
Thank you,
main
ma'am.
focus areas are medical, education, and defense. Now
Thank you.
you can say ki, just ongoing areas
Okay. Okay.
like
Okay.
medical
Your
and
presentation is
education.
very good, ma'am.
Thank
And
you.
I really thank you for your
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
okay,
sir.
ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.